It is getting a little bit chilly outside, but we are warm inside here in this beautiful home that's being remodeled by Locke Construction. You'll love what they build for you. And with us is Brad Stutzman. Brad, good to see you again.
Good to see you too, Craig.
It's been a little while, but last time we met with Brad, we were over in Culver. And did you finish up that project over there?
We are done. We finished up about a week ago, so all done.
Why don't you review and recap a little bit what we were doing out there? It involves some cedar shakes, I believe, didn't it?
Yeah, we put on this new product called Diamond Coat siding. It was cement board siding, and we put that on all the gable ends of the house and reshingled the house as well.
Kind of a similar job here, a little bit, in the respect that you've got a cedar exterior that you're replacing here, especially around the windows, because there's been a problem here, and it kind of involves windows and kind of involves the moisture behind the cedar, I think, doesn't it, Brad?
Yeah, that's the most likely cause. Somehow, either the caulking wasn't done right, but water has gotten behind the cedar and has made it rotten.
So what you did here was for the homeowner, you took off the cedar around the window and then at the same time replaced the window with this beautiful new Pella window. And these are really as good as it comes, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Pella is the top of the line when it comes to windows. That's all we use at Locke, and the homeowners seem to love them and won't change them back to anything else. So I think it's a good window.
Brad, talk a little bit about the exterior first, and then we'll take a look a little closer at the interior of this window. But outside, you mentioned the cedar, the existing cedar when you got here was so deteriorated that you could actually push your finger through it.
Yeah, that's correct. It had been, I don't know how long it's been since the cedar was changed last. It might be original cedar. But yeah, we could poke a hole through it, so we just had to pull that off with our hammers, and we replaced it with new cedar on the outside.
You know, we didn't stage this at all, but behind us is Elmer, who just climbed up the ladder, and he's finishing the work out there. He's a hard worker and one of the key components of Locke Construction. So outside, you were doing that, and then on the inside, you went ahead and you tore off the trim, and as you did, and you put the new window in, you used some great stuff, and I'll reach down here to get it, but I really like this. I really wasn't all that familiar with this. Tell folks about what great stuff is.
Great stuff is an expandable foam that you can use around windows or doors to help seal them. It works better than fiberglass insulation, because it seals and adheres to everything, and it fills the whole gap and doesn't let any air in. It's a really good product. I'd recommend it highly.
It expands, it fills up the gap, it's beautiful. It goes on wet. When it dries, it becomes real hard, doesn't it?
Yeah, it becomes real hard, but the great thing about great stuff is that when you go to remove it, a Stanley knife will take out any excess. Just cut it right off, and it comes right off, and there's really no mess in the cleanup.
Or if you're working around the great stuff, you happen to get it into your hair, some shears would probably help, right?
Yeah, I guess. I don't want to go into that.
Brad tells us he had an incident with the great stuff in his hair last summer, but we won't get into that, Brad. Let's go back to the window and tell us a little bit more about what you did. You can see the great stuff now around the window. What I really like about this Pella window are the grids inside, and certainly the ease of cleaning, and you can maybe demonstrate that.
Yeah, these panes just slide right open with a move of a switch, and you got easy cleaning, and you can hang, like this homeowner particularly put Christmas wreaths in there, and it just really nice, really easy to use and operate. I mean, anybody could do it. It's just a really neat window.
So you can actually get a Christmas wreath inside the two panes of glass and shut it up.
Yeah, a smaller Christmas wreath, not the big, huge ones, but a small wreath will fit in there real easy, yeah.
Now, this project is going to make the home look really, really nice, but what's really great about this, obviously, is the efficiency. How much more efficient do you think, a ballpark figure, would this window be maybe as opposed to what was in here, Brad?
I have no idea.
Lots more efficient.
Yeah, lots more efficient. I can't remember what Pella says, but it's really, really high compared to what an old wood window is. It's pretty high.
And with the cost of energy these days, a little bit of investment here probably goes a long, long way, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Everyone's counting their pennies, and an efficient window will help you save those pennies.
Brad, I know you're busy during the summer, and I guess it surprised me a little bit that you were out here today. Here it is, December. There's snow on the ground. It's cold outside. You're doing the windows, and you're even preparing in the back of this home to do some work. I understand some outside painting maybe with a tarp that's already been placed.
Yeah, the homeowner put on a room addition, and underneath a giant picture window that overlooks the lake, the cedar siding is starting to rot underneath the window, so we're going to replace that, and we're having a painter come in and repaint the whole room addition. So it's quite the project in the wintertime.
You can do that creatively again in the wintertime as long as you keep the temperatures where they should be. It really won't be a problem, will it?
No, I mean, we'll put heaters in the tarp. I mean, we'll be able to keep it probably 60 degrees in there, so it'll be real nice for the painter.
Well, that's good. It keeps Locke Construction busy year-round, folks, and if you'd like to contact them, you can go to the website or just give Locke Construction a call. You'll love what they build for you. Brad, thanks again. Always good to see you.
Thank you, Craig, for coming by.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
Thank you. We'll be back in just a moment. Stay tuned.
This segment of Fresh is brought to you by Locke Construction. At Locke Construction, you'll love what we build for you.
You'll love what we build for you. Call Locke Construction. We take pride in every job we do. Call Locke Construction. Adding value and remodeling your home without